Imagine being told you have to pay a massive bill, a bill you're arguing you simply can't afford, just for the privilege of explaining to a judge why you can't afford it. So that's exactly the tricky situation we're going to unpack today. It's meant to be a legal safety net. It's a quick social justice tool designed to make sure vulnerable people, spouses, kids, or parents, aren't left completely destitute. And the only way to use it is to prove that something significant has changed in the life of either person involved. You can think of this as the system's built-in safety valve, or maybe an adjustment clause. It's there to make sure that an order made years ago doesn't become totally unfair or even impossible to follow as time goes on and life, evolves. They essentially chain the two cases together and tell Ashok, look, we're not even going to hear your argument for reducing future payments until you pay up every last rupee you owe from the past. Can you really tell someone their legal right to be heard is conditional on them first paying a debt, the very debt they're trying to argue they can no longer afford? And their answer is so clear, so logical, that it continues to be a guiding principle in Indian family law to this very day. It says, hold on, these two things are completely different animals. It's a person's actual legal right to have their new reality looked at by a judge. The court says loud and clear, you cannot make one legal remedy conditional on another unless the written law explicitly says you can. What this ruling really does is it protects a core principle of any fair system, access to justice. It says you can't use someone's debt as a locked gate to the courthouse. You can't tell someone, sorry, you're too broke to even come in and tell us you're broke. It means that if someone is in genuine trouble, they lost their job, they had a medical emergency, they get their day in court to prove it. And crucially, they get to do that without first being forced to do the very thing they are arguing is now impossible. And the legacy of this case is that you can't be forced to pay for your past before you're even allowed to talk about your future.